All right, let's see if we're live. Looks like we are. Nope. Okay, there we go. Hey, Mohammed, you are first. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Welcome, welcome. All right. How are you doing today? How are you? So we got our, well, first of all, good morning to everyone. It is early for me. But let's get this going. So we have our daily quests. All right. So we need to gain the energy, of course. Always want to enchant a glyph, so we're going to do that right now. Let's see, we're working on Isaac a little bit. Getting him stronger. We're going to do the agility glyph because that one's really important. It does multiple statistics for Isaac. Agility, physical attack, and armor. All in one glyph. So we're going to do that real quick. Hey Ron, nice to have you here. Tanya, nice to have you here as well. Kim, Tay, hi to you as well. Thank you for joining. Hey Wally, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining the live stream. All right, so today I will probably be doing a little bit of the actual event itself, being because I haven't done any of it yet. I mean, I looked at it yesterday, but I did not actually compete in any of the Great Storms, so we'll definitely try to look at that a little bit today. I do also want to take a look at my Titans. I want to get closer to finishing off the skins on my Titans. I probably will end up using a lot of emeralds today on that. Is it the smartest move? I don't know. I really would like to get my Titans to absolute, so I'm kind of thinking I might do that. So we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna go ahead and get some Guild War trophies and transfer them into Titan Skin Stones. So there we go. We got some there. Hey Wanma, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hello Jimmy, nice to have you here, and hello to you as well. You've never been so early. Awesome. Love to have you here. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's take a look real quick. Hall of Fame. I don't think, yeah, I did one day. Altar of the Elements. We will claim at least one. I'll have to claim the Facebook rewards later, not right now. So we'll just claim these guys. When you want to do a giveaway, so Mohammed, I will start doing a giveaway next week. I'm going to make a video probably tonight, and I'll probably post it Monday or Tuesday regarding the giveaways. It'll be Facebook and web. There'll be two separate videos, but they'll be dropped almost at the same time. So be on the lookout. What is my current team's power level? Well, for offense, I guess the strongest team I can make right now is 798K, but the one that I use the most is probably going to be 770K, so something like that. For the hero side, and for the Titan side, 867197 is my current max, well, highest power level. As for the highest, I guess, which I would never use, would be 879724. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. And Titan wise, let's see. I believe Mary's the only one that does not have absolute skins yet, or the default skin maxed out. So we'll see how close we can get. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, that'll use a lot of my emeralds. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll mess with it. We'll see how far we can get. I don't know if this will use all my emeralds and I won't have enough, or if we'll have a couple left over. But I'm gonna just go for it at this point. We're this far in. We've got okay. We're done with skins for heroes, even though that was kind of a lot of emeralds that I just used, but I really wanted to do that, so I'm gonna just I did it. So the next thing I need to do for my Titans to get them all to absolute would be to just finish off these artifacts. So gonna be a little bit of time before I can do that, but I'm excited about that. That's cool. I just finished my skins, so that's cool. I do have to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 more fragments that need to get to absolute in terms of artifacts. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more heroes or titans that need to have their artifacts leveled up by the essence of the elements. So we're making our progress. We're making our progress, but we're a little bit behind. That's okay. I do want to be done though. My goal is to be done with my titans completely very, very soon. Thank you guys. Yes, the power level is pretty good. I like it. I appreciate it. Good morning, Incognito. Hello to you, Gary H. Nice to have you here. Yes, thank you. Drop in for the support. Always appreciate it. Thank you, Wally. Tanya, yep, it is pretty good. I appreciate it. And thank you. Yes, I'm stoked on it. I definitely am happy I no longer have to worry about skins. But I do still have a little bit to go in terms of finishing off my Titans. But I'm getting there. So we can see Titan power. I'm at 1840. So I'm ranked 40. And to get to absolute is like 2 mil. 2 mil. So looks like 2 mil and 90,711. So we're about 200K off, 250K off to getting there, which will be nice because then we'll actually have a chance to really go after those elements, right? So the lords, the fire lord, water lord, and the earth lord, right? So we're getting there. Continuous battles. Okay, so we will get there. Pet something eggs. Okay, so first thing that I want to do actually is I want to trade in all of any coins that I have into the Storm Legacy chests. The reason being I want a couple more action points. So we're going to start with that. Once it loads up here, taking a little bit of time. So I'm going to refresh my page because it's just taking a little longer than I'd like. Maybe. Shouldn't be a problem this early in the stream. But sometimes it happens. Here we go. Now it's loading up. And going back to this, we want to look at the merchant when we want a bunch of Storm Legacy chests. The reason being I want the eggs. The eggs are really important because that gives me more action points, which is what I was talking about earlier in terms of action points and getting more of those when we're going along. So we're just going to go ahead and open the 67, which turned into 68. So we got one more than we had. Not complaining. Now I have 56. And now I want to know how many eggs I have. Eggs, where are we at? Eggs, we got 30. Okay, we need a little bit more than that, so we'll open these 42. Yeah, so Kim Tate, those are the, I guess you call them bosses of the Tournament of Elements. So that is when you battle in the Tournament of Elements, and I'll show you in a second. There are 3 lords that have like maxed out power. And those are very, very difficult to beat without pretty much a maxed out team for Titans. So let's see. So you would go over here, and in stage 7, which is the last stage of Titan Valley Tournament of Elements, there's going to be an opponent that is a Fire Lord, Water Lord, or Earth Lord, and they're very, very strong, like very strong. So you cannot get really past them without having an almost perfectly maxed out team. So that's what the Lords are. Let's see. Okay, we should probably create a group. We need to do some of these, and I figure 121 is the most accessible. Sanctuary. Let's see. Pet summoning. We got 58. Okay, that's a lot better of a number than we had before. Let's see. We need Biscuit. We need Oliver, and we need, what's the other one? I believe we need Merlin still. Got Axel. We have Fenris. Need some more Oliver, and we need some King of Biscuit. Biscuit seems to only drop in ones currently. Oh, right when I say that, there's a 5. We'll take it. All right, so we'll trade in the rest at the merchant. Don't need those. Pets. Okay, so Let's see, Oliver is real close, right? 40 soul stones away. Merlin's almost there as well. Biscuit's not even close. I want to get Oliver to absolute by the end of this event. I think it's very doable. And Merlin will be hopefully close. So I'm hoping to get closer with those particular pets in this event. We'll see how it goes. All right, we have 47 action points, but I'm sure with what we just did, we probably might get a couple more. All right, so we have those. And let's go for it. Okay, so now we have 51. That's better than what we had. I'm going to start with number 3 here. And no, we don't want to use that team. We want to use Kark Faceless. We'll go with this team. Or instead of Sebastian, we'll go with Jorgen, actually. Steal some energy from the opposing team. Charlie says having a Yasmin event. Oh. When you say Yasmin event, Mohammed, are you talking about on Facebook, on mobile, and when? Could you elaborate on that a little bit? You got to level 4. I will always curious how many levels there are. I thought infinity. Yeah, no, there's there's 7 levels in the Tournament of Elements. And that's, yeah, there's 7 levels. So there's some tough ones in that regard. Actually, you know what? I think I'm also going to go clockwise. I think I'm going to go to this one, 2. 2, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do that. 2. Yasmin's event is for mobile. I thought so. Which is fine. I mean, obviously, mobile gets a lot of Soulstone events, so completely understand that. But Yasmin's a very good hero. So if you're on mobile and you play, Yasmin's a great hero to pick up. Highly recommend. Let's see. What are you going to buy in the Great Storm Merchant Shop? I think I'm going to buy more of. Well, I guess I'm not sure yet. I may end up getting more of the. What do you call it? I may end up getting more of the Storm Legacy chest, but I'm also debating whether I should just get the pet soul stones because I'm so close with some of my pets. Like Oliver is so close, so close. And I don't know how I feel about risking it with the eggs and seeing if I can get it when it's a big risk. So I might just go for the chest. Although I do think that, or not the chest, the pet soulstone chest, just because I just need a few specific heroes. I don't need all, or pets. I don't need all the pets. So I might try to do that. Cornac at this event. Okay, all right. Hey, Radon Slayer, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let's see. All right, we do want to do 56. So we're going to go ahead and go with this. I like the fact that we can battle bosses in this one. It's not like other heroes. Some of the heroes that we fight can be very, very annoying, especially when you come across like an Isaac and you're trying to use like a magic attack team. That can be a very, very frustrating matchup. The other one is like sometimes you'll see a really tough Yasmin sometimes, and they're buffed, and it can be a tough fight because Kark is not conducive to a Yasmin fight. Also happen to be thinking of Yasmin because we were just talking about Yasmin. There's one chest that we found in the outer ring, which is why I really think the outer rings are very, very important to look at and consider. They just are imperative. All right, so we're still moving right along the outside part of this. I don't even know if it's really a star, but it's kind of like a jagged star, like a throwing star almost. We're going to pick up the buff. We might as well. We're going to increase our physical damage. Kark is a physical damage dealer. Just going with the logic there. And we're going to go ahead and try to take out this team here. Jorgen's been very effective right now in this type of event because Sebastian is not in play, which can make a huge difference as well. You're just stealing the opponent's energy, allowing for your Kark to kind of get more energy. It's just a good overall thing that we have going on here. Really like this synergy. Yeah, first chest, awesome. And yes, thank you for hitting that like button. It is amazing. Really appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna go all the way around. So we're gonna go to 49 now. We're gonna just keep cruising. It seems like so far things are going well. Not trying to jinx anything. All right, we'll just go ahead and skip this one. I think we can win that one. And I think we'll go to 48. It's a ninja shuriken. Yes, okay, yeah. Like from like Naruto or something like that. Okay, I could see that. Yeah, definitely. Uh, a shuriken. Right. All right. So I like that. I like that. We'll go ahead and keep going along with this. We got some fairies that we're battling here. Shouldn't be too difficult, which is nice. Hey, Gail. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Really appreciate it. With this event happening every 2 or 3 months, I went with the chest to get more pets to 3-star. Makes complete sense. I was in a log cabin this weekend, so missed the start of this stream. Start of this event. Gotcha. Yeah. I totally get that. You know, it's gonna happen. Sometimes the events don't always start up exactly as planned. And today, this week, this event actually started on Friday, which to me was very bizarre. But I mean, I guess Hero Wars is doing its thing, so I guess can't really complain. But it was interesting. Really wasn't expecting that either. So I definitely didn't play as much the first night as I expected to play. But you know, hey, it happens. You're on now, though, right? Hopefully, and I am too. All right, so here we go. We're still batting, chugging along. So far, we haven't hit any snags yet. Knock on wood. But it has been a very good path that we've been taking with these outer rings, and I do think a lot of the rewards are in the outer rings. Typically, just because I think they want you to stay as far away from the boss as possible. Just my honest opinion on that. We're gonna keep going though. I'm liking this route that I'm taking so far. We're gonna go for it here, and we have to take this out. This is it Stell or Steel? Because it is a buffed location, right? It buffs the actual boss itself. So huge one there. That's a good one to take out. We're gonna go for this outer ring. I'm gonna just try to do every single one. Yeah, so Gail, I can definitely make a video on that as soon as this is over, but I think my rough draft advice would be kind of if you want to take out every single component, I would say go with the entire outer ring. But if you're wanting to just find chests and kind of like not necessarily beat the boss, then you may want to consider um, going towards the outer ring anyway and not necessarily doing every single spot, but just going until you find a spot that says, oh, there's a chest nearby, right? So chest is nearby. You just want to look for those as opposed to every single matchup if you don't think you're going to try to take out the boss. So I definitely think I'm going to try to go for the boss, which is why I'm going for every single location. But I don't think that's necessary depending on your strategy. And I'll definitely go into both of those in more detail in a video right after. I'll make the video right after this one, after the stream, and I'll post it. So if people want that, I can definitely make a short one, and it'll be out very quick. And I apologize. I probably should have made it like 2 days ago, but I didn't. So we'll talk about that. But I definitely think that you can take a couple different approaches. One is to just go for the chests and not really worry about the boss because the boss will usually take more than one hit. And usually it's really hard to get a lot of action points without having emeralds saved up or spending and buying emeralds. So definitely one approach is to just go for the chest and do like a heat seeking slash little detective work on that. We're going to increase our healing, of course. We're going to go for this right here. Good morning, Johnny. Nice to have you here. Muhammad says skip the buff. I get that, but I think I am going to be okay. And I actually think the buff will be very helpful. I think that healing, right? The reason I want the healing is because of two things. One is I plan on having enough action points, but two is the storm, right? So the debuff, right? Storm resistance, right? We get hit with damage. So by having increased healing, I'm thinking that this will offset some of the damage done by the storm, especially when I keep Martha in and have Axel as a pet. So it'll just allow my heroes to really not feel the effects of the storm. So I think it's a kind of a beneficial move on my part. I don't know if that's useful for everyone, but for me, it makes sense to do. I understand why you might not want to do it because it is an extra kind of out of the way um, buff. But for me, I think logically it makes sense with the team that I'm using right now, and it just seems to like kind of work. So this guy back here is a big problem. Got to get rid of that hero I guess it's an enemy more than a hero. So we did, luckily Jorgen's curse got allowed us to take out that backline healer. Otherwise, I think this one would have been a little bit dicey. Astaroth got taken out real quickly in that fight. We're going to keep going around. I'm going to go for this one right here, 29. Should be a lot easier of a fight, actually. I think that one was pretty tough. Yeah, absolutely, Gail. I completely understand that. I think it's not the worst thing ever to skip the boss fight because it does take multiple hits, and you can't just get there by kind of like trying to do the minimum. I think that we found out in past, right? It takes multiple hits, and usually the storm resistance is a huge barrier to going straight for the boss. So I definitely think chest hunting is a better alternative if you're not planning on trying to take down the boss. So yeah, absolutely, Gail. Glad that helped. I'll definitely also probably make a video on it just because I'm sure other people have the same question. It's a great question. But I definitely think that that's the best optimal way to go. We're going to keep going around the outer banks of this event here because I do think that it's been a very effective strategy so far. And it looks like we haven't had too many problems yet, knock on wood. But yeah, okay. A lot of matchups here, and we're taking out the back line, which is good. Now we just got the two frontline Valkyries who have these really annoying shields that allow them to not take less damage than normal. I think they take about like half damage than they used to. But you know, we're still being able to pierce the veil of their skills. Helps with the redirect as well of Jorgen. So there we go. Took that one down. Gained some more storm resistance. We're going to keep going. This one should be pretty straightforward as well. There are a couple of decent, I guess we'll call them opponents in this one, but I think with our team, we're pretty set. And usually they're not really made to be stronger than the heroes that I have in terms of level. So I think we should be okay. And strength. So, you know, we're going to be okay, I think, in this one. And there we go. Took him down, I think. There we go. Okay. Still have a minute left. I think with that little health, we should be fine. And let's see. So this is what I mean. So like you see a chest is nearby, I'd probably just go, instead of going all the way around, I might just try one. And if I don't see a chest is nearby sign here, I would just go back to this one depending on the circumstance. So that's like if I was not trying to go for the boss, I would probably just go straight to 26 to see if there's a chest there. If you get all the other chests with action points left, then you would want to face the boss but clean up the whole path. If not, yeah, I think that makes sense, Wally. And I think even though you could probably get some rewards back for holding on to action points post event, I just don't think it's worth the hassle of over trying to save and then having a mistake happen and something goes wrong. Like it does not make sense to me to take a huge risk like that when you can just easily do it correctly. I've been to the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Really nice, little. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge TV show out of there right now, right? So Outer Banks is a really big TV show. I actually have not seen it, but I've heard a lot about it. There's a lot of buzz. It's supposed to be a good show. Have not seen that though. But you've been to Outer Banks, North Carolina. Really nice place. All right, I'll keep that in mind when I am in the area. Definitely would probably check that out. Tanya here says, I love Naruto, My Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, One Punch Man, Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan, Black Clover, Young Justice League, Boruto, Bleach, Star Trek, and Sword Art Online. Bunch of good anime in there for sure. Um, I know it's not technically anime, but Rick and Morty's pretty good, just saying. And then in terms of anime specifically, I really like One Piece. I realize it's very long, but I think it's worth it. It's really, really good. That's probably my favorite anime currently. Still ongoing. But yeah, so those are definitely some good shows. The other one that I like right now is Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if you've heard of that one. That's a good one as well. Let's see. My Hero Academia. Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping up with My Hero Academia right now. I know that's a very good one. I think it's a very great coming of age story, right? And then yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is pretty good. There's another one too. It's not Black Clover. Why am I blanking on the name? There's a couple good ones. I also like the what do you call them? They have like the matchups, like Zero Fate and stuff like that. I don't know. I find them interesting. But anyway, all right, let's keep going here. Getting a little love Rick and Morty. Okay, perfect. Although I don't know how I feel about the Rick and Morty like song that's going around like on like a bunch of social media websites where they're like performing the Rick and Morty. That's weird to me. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little bit different. The other show that I like that is animated that is not necessarily like an anime is like Archer. I think that's an interesting and funny show. The writers are very good, right? The writers are, I think, well, there's some overlap with Bob's Burgers, another animation. If I'm not mistaken, the show about the Outer Banks is filmed in South Carolina and not the actual Outer Banks. Oh, I did not know that, Incognito. But the more you know, and I always find that you guys are very insightful, which I love because I had no idea. I don't follow it, but that's very cool. I didn't know that. Okay, I'll have to look into this show because I've heard so much, so many good things about it. I almost said so much hype, but I feel like I've heard so many good things about it. It can't all be hype, right? So I'll definitely have to look into that. Okay, and Naruto, Boruto, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball Super. Okay, yeah, absolutely all good shows. Also reminds me of, like Dragon Ball Z back in the day. Like that was a good show. Archer, yeah, love Archer. Dragon Prince. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look into that one. Not entirely familiar, honestly. The other shows that I've been kind of watching currently are like more. I guess they're not animated, so I guess the shows I've been watching the most lately are like Pawn Stars. I find that really an interesting show. I really like the family dynamic, and I know the grandpa, the old man, passed away, which kind of sucks. I really enjoyed their characters on TV, and I thought they were pretty funny. Right, you got like Chumley and all those guys, good characters. American Dad. Oh, that is a great show. Roger's my guy. I love how he just like puts on a disguise and no one knows it's him. And then like once in a while they will know it's him. Pretty funny. Um, hey, safe. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Asani here says legendary One Piece. Yeah, actually, it's really funny. My friend the other day was texting me about he decided to watch Water 7, which is like one of the arcs in One Piece. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's a new crewmate that gets picked up in that area, but there is a surprise plot twist involving the Marines and a hidden group. So it's a pretty exciting scene. And so like one of my friends was like, I trusted them, and then like it turned out that they were this hidden organization. So it was very interesting. So that was a good one. When Goku becomes Super Saiyan, absolutely. I mean, Goku's just a absolute monster. He trains like crazy, and I love the fact that anytime he sees someone very, very strong, he's like, I'm gonna go after them. Reminds me of like a pre One Punch Man kind of, where One Punch Man just did like crazy amount of training and then just like lost his hair, but Goku still has his hair, so he's not at that One Punch Man status, but Super Saiyan, really big, really popular when I was really popular. Eden Zero. Okay, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look into this. Okay. Do you know what platform that's on? Eden's Zero. I'll definitely check it out. It sounds interesting. All right. So we're making our way through the outer half here of this event. We're slicing right through them, which is really nice to see. I know sometimes, although some of these characters are very, very large. Also, I'm not sure how he can be very effective with his arm being so short and in that angle, but I mean, okay. All right. So I guess I can go to 18 and then we'll go to 15. How are we looking with this outer? Yeah, so 20 will goes to 8. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll go to 18 here. And usually this dragon can be very, very difficult. The bone dragon, as I like to call him. I'm sure that's not his actual name, but he can actually be a pretty tough one to deal with sometimes because he can deal a lot of damage and actually sometimes doesn't sustain as much damage as you would think. I love Vegeta. He actually has solid character growth. Yes. I mean, and that's also why I like One Piece is because there's so much character growth and they do a great job of really putting you in a spot where you can relate to the characters. So Vegeta, is it Vegeta? No, Vegeta. I'm pronouncing that terribly wrong, but I know who you're talking about. And I mean, I love the fact that character growth for me is really cool. I think that that's a huge part of anime, and I love how a lot of anime just kind of tend to have that character growth, where a lot of other shows kind of lack it. So I really like that. I love the shows on Adult Swim. Absolutely, Adult Swim does actually have some really good content. My only problem with it is it's on so late at night that I'm like, I can't stay up that late. When I was younger, I say when I was younger, but like, yeah, no, I mean, I used to be able to do it, but now it's just classes in school. I can't do it anymore. But absolutely, Grapnell, hello, thank you for joining the live stream. We're talking kind of about a bunch of different things. We're talking a little bit about some anime and some other good shows that we like. We're also working on the Great Storm event, right? We're working on the outer realm of currently the map. So I don't know if you can see this. We're kind of just going all the way around, and we're just really targeting the outer spikes of this shuriken-like. I guess we could call it a shuriken-like figure. Go with that. So we're going to go ahead and capture this buff here. We're going to go with increased physical attack and magic attack, of course. I love attack. So we'll go with that. Seven Deadly Sins, great show, absolutely. Meliodas just seems like Meliodas just seems like a very like casual guy, and then he comes out as being very, very strong, absolutely crazy. Family Guy, yes, Family Guy is very good. I watch a little bit less of Family Guy than American Dad, just because I don't know, maybe the writing is just slightly different. But American Dad and Family Guy, both very, very good shows. Um, I I think the guy who does Peter's voice is hilarious. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen him in action, but he's very good, and he actually dresses the part sometimes. He purposely dresses up as Peter. It's crazy. So yeah, there's that. And we're still working. We're almost done with the outer ring here. I think this will complete the outer ring, and then I'm gonna finish the second ring, and then we're gonna go to the inner ring, and we're gonna try to just run through the entirety of the event. This one should be a pretty straightforward one. I don't know why they randomly enlarge some of the characters. Like, I think it's hilarious, but it looks very weird. But hey, I guess you got to do what you got to do. So there we go. We're taking them down one by one. So now we're done with the outer ring. We're going to do 11, then we're going to do that one right there. And after this fight, I may have to just refresh my browser. It sounds like it's working a little bit harder than I expected, which I guess will happen, especially once I start doing like schoolwork on my computer and saving really big documents. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. So we got another chest, awesome. And I'm gonna actually refresh this because it sounds like it's really just struggle bussing. All right. Go to DVR the show. That's what I do. I could definitely do that. Could definitely probably do that in the future. But a lot of the platforms that I watch actually do save them and then reuse some of those shows later on. So then I can just wait a couple days and it'll pop up. But definitely something there. Did all outer two rings on my main. And a few inner, had 210 resistance and killed the boss. Very nice grap now. I probably won't go for that same approach just because I think I can just go for every single one and might as well. But absolutely, you can definitely take that approach. And if it worked for you, then that's all you can ask for, right? All right. So there's that. We're going to claim this Star Trek Lower Decks. Okay, okay. All right, let's see. We are also just mowing through this, which is nice. Let's see. Going back here. We got 14 more. We'll go ahead and take down 7. All right, so three of the opponents are big on this one, which is intriguing. I don't know what the bigger symbolization really does, other than just make the characters look very big on my screen, but didn't really make them that much stronger, which I'm not going to complain about. We're going to go this way. I think we're going to go with the weaker one because the storm resistance on this one is 210. We might as well go with 200 approach, right? Nothing wrong with that. Not much to spend, so I had to do it that way. I hear you. Hey, and if it worked, it worked. Especially if you beat the boss, you might as well get the grand prize and go for it that way. Nothing wrong with it. If you get the rewards, I don't think anyone can really complain you for or fault you for it. So you don't have to explain yourself to me. I get it. I get it. Oof! Wow, another dragon. I do think the dragons are pretty tough. They seem to have a lot of health, and that can be a little bit concerning, especially when your cart doesn't toss up enemies every single time, especially the bigger ones. They don't seem to be able to be tossed up, which can be kind of a problem because that's one of the strengths of Kark is right. He stuns the opponent. But here we go, and the health is really helping us out here. Kark would have gotten knocked out by now. Axel is also helping Martha. I mean, got to really credit that, and I think actually the extra buff picking that up really saved me one hit right there. So I have no complaints at all about picking up that extra buff. I realized it was a little out of the way. We're talking about the most outer ring buff when I went for it, but I think it makes good sense to have gotten it for my purposes here. Saved me an extra hit, definitely, and a lot of these dragons are popping up, right? I guess it's really popular on the inner ring. Uh-oh, Kark just got taken out, but I hope we have enough manpower. We do have enough manpower barely to take out the dragon. And we're going to keep moving. So no more dragon here, which is very nice. I mean, that's a tough opponent to deal with. Definitely a contender. I think it's one of my least favorite opponents to fight when we're talking about these Great Storm events, right? It's a tough opponent. These guys I feel a lot more comfortable with them. Especially those backline skeleton fighters. I mean, yeah, they shoot long range, but really easy targets. Okay, so there should be some chests in here, so I'm thinking we'll find two chests, either in 23 and 24, or at least in one of them. We'll see how that goes. And there is also an annoying dragon here as well, although this is a ice dragon, right? Got to do a show about Adult Swim shows. I could definitely do that. That would definitely be fun. And yes, it was very close radon. So this is the dragon I'm talking about back here. Often deals mad damage and can actually paralyze your entire team. Definitely a frightening hero. Asani just defeated the boss. Congratulations, Asani. That's awesome. And I love the fact that this ice dragon is missing with those hits. But looks like we'll be able to finish him off. And we do. We had mad physical attack buffs going off there. So, okay, 24 is definitely going to have a chest. Got to. Then we have Shavarack right here, right? So Shavarack is an annoying little boss as well. Took you three tries. I think that's pretty standard for the boss hits and fights, which is why one of the reasons why I say if you're not going to go for the boss, there's no shame in that, and you might actually be better off because you can use your action points more effectively if you're just really chest hunting essentially. This silence is really annoying. Really could use that to stop. But it looks like we're dealing just enough damage to not really be affected. And if we can take out this mini Shavarack back here in the back, really, I don't like the fact that I'm still silenced for so long. So we're going to have to fight again, unfortunately. First defeat, but I don't know what we could have done there differently other than maybe had in Sebastian. So that didn't happen. But my opponents definitely are getting a little bit stronger, especially the closer you get to the boss. I also think it's possible that they scale him a little bit, so we'll go for it, and I think Sebastian hopefully will prevent that silence kicking in, so we'll have an easier time there, and we did. So we got our chest. See, I have 6 more, so we're not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to get a little bit closer, which is nice, and we do have some tough opponents here. I guess I can take out Martha and put in Jorgen. I don't love this approach, but it is a very offensive approach, and depending on your opponent, sometimes it is the better move, and I think it actually is in this case because there are some more offensive heroes here, so that means not only are they stronger offensively, but it means their defense is a little bit weaker as well, and I want the protection of Sebastian from debuffs, as well as the bonus of the critical hits for Kark, which is why I put in Sebastian and took out Martha. And I think we should be able to handle this team with that. So there we go. We were able to do it. Took him down. We're going to keep moving along here, moseying along. We got some long-ranged attackers here. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to take out Sebastian put in Martha. We want more healing in this particular matchup because these opponents can deal a significant amount of damage, and if Kark is taken out early, not an ideal situation for my team. I'd like to minimize the extra action points I need to use per matchup. You can see these long mechanized weapons really do a lot of damage, and these two are very good backline, so you got to get rid of them with using Jorgen. Then we just are trying to maximize our healing with obviously Martha and Axel, really effectively nullifying their attacks and taking them down. We got 4 more action points, moving along. So it does look like Cormac's there. He has those bombs, which are annoying. We can just roll with it, though. Jorgen's not the most effective, but not the worst thing. Yeah, Cormac. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely a tough opponent, but I think he's beatable. Let's see. See how it goes. Took out 1, 2 opponents. Ooh, it is taking a lot longer to get to him. Might take me an extra hit in action points. But that's okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes. He is getting some damage finally attributed to him. He's about halfway health-wise. And we're looking okay so far. He hasn't really summoned any of those bombs yet. Oh, there's one. But we're able to take him out faster than he can dish him out. We have 7 seconds to spare. Huge win right there. Huge, huge, huge win. 42 should have a chest based on the number of things that are indicating that there's a chest nearby, right? We got 3 chests all around that number 42, so it should be a good one there. So, yeah, I guess because my heroes have a decent power level, my opponents are a little bit stronger, but that's okay. That'll happen, right? And yes, luckily we're able to take that down, which is good. We beat him. We got him, right? We had a little bit of time left, but we got him. We got another chest, which is awesome. So now we still have one. Oh, we have all the chests. And I need to get at least 8 to be able to get rid of that last buff. Never want to be dealing with a boss with buffs, especially when they're going to be basically adjusted to be your level. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and test this out here. We're going to go and I'm just going to skip this battle. This one doesn't look very exciting. Nothing crazy here either. I'll probably skip this one as well. And then I'm going to look for some more action points and how I can get a couple more so I can keep going because I'd like to try to finish the entire map, I guess, here on live stream if possible. So we'll go for that. All right, so skip the battle and we're going to look for some more action points. Special events, Great Storm, continuous battles. That won't help us. We need some more chest and sanctuary adventures. Okay, so that will give us 3 more energy. Okay, so we can use some energy. I definitely have the capability of using some energy. Let's find Aurora here. Aurora, we're working on the Nocturnal Cicadas. Got that. See, that should get us closer to an action point. Let's see. Storm and Stress, spending a bunch of energy. Okay, so I will actually just, let's see. I could just use emeralds, which I don't recommend for everyone, but I might do because I want the extra energy and I don't really want to waste everyone's time here. So we're going to just do it because I don't really think it's a big deal. We'll stop there. 1,320 energy. Aurora Cicadas. We're going to go for it. I want to do it on the live stream, so that's why we're doing it. Great Storm. We got 2 more action points. I would have liked a couple more, but that's okay. 2 more. So hopefully we can keep moving along here. Get closer to the final boss. Hey, Melissa. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Happy Sunday to you as well. You need to buy action points or you're waiting tomorrow and get reward at login. I hope I don't have to buy action points, but it's possible. The other option that I have is to try to cruise through an adventure. But I don't know if anyone's already in the adventure I'm in, so I'm going to have to look at that because I haven't done anything yet in that adventure. Oof, just me. Okay. Well, we'll just go for it. How about that? We're just going to go for it. We'll put in Sebastian. Go very offensive. I'm just going to take out the inner ring, and then I'll invite Reaper and have him join me later. I mean, we could definitely do the rewarded login. I don't really know if I want to buy an action point for 500 emeralds. I'd most rather just buy energy and do it that way, but we'll see. We'll take a look. Ah, we're frozen. What's going on? All right, we're gonna reload our page. I think I may have too many tabs open. I have a bunch of tabs open. Part of it is because I'm like working on a couple of different research assignments for class currently, but it's all good. We're working on a bunch of different stuff. We're working on looking at different kinds of debts, right? And then we're also looking at different tax um, incentives that are in the tax code, right? The federal tax code. We're also looking at patents and copyrights. Got a bunch of tabs open for that kind of research. So yeah, definitely have like 40 tabs open, which is probably slowing down my computer a little bit, but I got to keep them open because if I close them, I will inevitably do more research on something else, and then I won't be able to find the tabs even in my history. So I don't really want to waste the time to go back. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see. So we beat that opponent. We'll take the decreased physical attack. We're taking the inner ring. So we're just going to go to 9 here. 9. Take this one out. I'm just going to go ahead and auto most of these fights so that I can just kind of cruise through it. All right, so there's that. Decrease physical damage. Keep going. Took them out. Nice. Going across. Take out this opponent here. We're just kind of cruising right along. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is. It's a fair amount of work, but definitely fun stuff, and it's always good to learn. I mean, with IP stuff, right? We got patents, we got trademarks, we got yeah. I mean, those are kind of some of the big things. We do a lot of copyright stuff, so it's interesting. It's all good stuff, but it definitely is a lot of research, a lot of work. You got to definitely check out prior art, which is kind of like who's done stuff in the past that's very similar to that work. So there's a lot going on within that realm. Then obviously I'm doing some real estate stuff, right? We have different people who are looking at different properties, and we have to keep them in mind in terms of different costs that come up. The US has a lot of different regulations that are not always found, right? Especially when we have international buyers. So if we have like someone from, let's say, Canada even, right, and looking to buy a home in the US or a rental property, sometimes we have to explain that there are some different rules and codes when it comes to real estate because, we have our own set of regulations, essentially. Each state has their own regulations. It can become very complicated. So there's a lot of things going on there. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. It's absolutely worth it. I think it's fine. I mean, I can definitely I've been fortunate to have emeralds, and I definitely saved them up from prior events. Plus, had a little bit extra, so no complaints. And I think it's totally worth it, especially to have it here on live stream with everyone here and having a good time. So we're gonna keep rolling around here in terms of this. Don't know if I'll be able to get 2 people to join in the time that I'm on the live stream, but we're gonna just try our best, and we'll see what will happen here. I'm kind of definitely intrigued by spending more emeralds on energy rather than just buying the action points, but I might be persuaded. I'll take a look and do a cost benefit analysis at that point, try to figure out what's the best move. Because I do want to try to do on the live stream. I realize it might cost me a couple more emeralds, but I'm okay with it for the purposes of doing it on the live stream. If it was just myself, I'd wait, but I don't think there's any problem with me using some more emeralds. I do have them. They are meant to be used for the live stream, so that is kind of the whole point anyway. All right, let's take a look. So we're going to at least do the one action point because we do have it. I'm going to take out Seb. We're going to put Martha back in with that healing, huge buff, 20%. Absolutely. It's a great time. But yeah, so definitely looking at that. And then in my free time, I am kind of looking at different, what do we call them? I guess I'm learning more and more about blockchain technology. I find it very intriguing. I really like tech. So I like looking into new stuff that's coming out. I mean, right. So we have Tesla, obviously, right, which is a very well-known electric vehicle company. But there's a lot of different electric vehicle companies coming out with new stuff, which I find very intriguing. I like learning more about it. I'm not an engineer or anything like that, but I think it's very intriguing. I like learning more about the technology, more about what's coming next. I mean, it helps me in terms of all aspects of what I do, which I mean, obviously, like the law, but also in terms of looking at kind of markets and what companies are doing well, what companies are not doing well. I just find it really cool. It's very, very real life involved. Okay, going back to special events here at the Great Storm. Let's take a look by Emerald. We'll wait on that. Spending energy. Okay, so we can get some more action points by spending energy. We're just going to go ahead and do this. I do not recommend this. Disclaimer, I do not recommend this for most players. I'd rather get the energy and get some benefits in terms of items over just buying an action point. I mean, that's fine, but that's not really what I want to do. So I'm just going to do it this way. Got a bunch of items there, and we can actually purchase some at the Grand Arena shop, so we will. Hello. Thank you. Trine. Always need Trine. Never have enough of that. Dragon Slayer's Spear. Don't need any of those heroes. Advisor. Sacrificial Dagger. Nope. We always need a little more cards. Helian Harpoon. We'll take it. Okay, Grand Arena shop. Tower shop. Flaming Heart. Never seem to have enough of those. Book of Tales. Always really helpful with magic attackers. Take a look. Executioner's Sword. Presser's Crown. Devourer of Mages. I'll take the XP potion, so I don't really need anything else. Apostle's Mace. That's a tough one to build. All right. I definitely want this large skinstone chest. We'll just take this one as well. Items are... We'll take the helms. Take throwing knives. Nope. 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 Okay. So we got what we needed out of that, and I just happen to be looking at other things as well. Let's see. So we hopefully got at least 1 or 2 action points. We got 2 action points. That'll get us closer. Let's see. Okay, so 2 action points. Hopefully that'll get us to a point where we can almost battle the boss. That would be nice. You can open the adventure chest to get 1 more point. Yeah, definitely thinking I might do that. But I do think that at the same time, it might be difficult to beat the boss in 1 hit. So I'm not going to bank on it taking me 1 hit. I think I'm going to prepare for 3. And if I can take it out in less, that'll be awesome. I think that they purposely do it that way. Let's see. So we took out that one in 1, and then we got the final buff. So we'll go for it. And then we have the boss. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm hoping I can get at least 3 more. So that is a lot of energy. I don't know how I want to go about that just yet, but I'll think about it. I'm not sure yet. All right, so here we go. We got Kark going. We got Jorgen going. Took out the first enemy and the last one, so we're good. We're looking real nice. Kark does the rest. And now we're at the boss. We have 0 action points. We could do that, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. But I do want to open these mini chests, actually. Curious. I'm going to open them real quick. So we can get more than 4,000 in the majority of them. That'll be good. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Very nice. Yes, okay. So that's cool because you got to consider that the average is going to be 5,000, right? So these 2 average to 5,000. And these are all, the rest of them are at 5,000 or above. So that is a win-win situation, in my opinion. We've got 64,000 storm coins. Let's see, special events. What else can we do to get 3 more action points? So we'd have to spend a lot of energy. Totally okay with, which I'm okay with doing. I don't have a problem with. The other option is to open chests in the sanctuary. And I guess I did have enough for one, so we can do that. And we will. Looks like CNC joined us here, which is awesome. Because I know I can message someone to hop on here to do the third path. So give me 1 sec and I will message them and have them join. Let's see. All right. I'll have them join us, so then we'll be able to raid the rest of the way. You beat the boss with 1 hit. That is awesome. Redon says that's a lot of soul coins. Yes, I definitely have been saving up, and I've gotten very lucky. I've gotten, I think, 2 of the lucky pulls, so I'm not going to complain about that. I've been very fortunate, and then after that, I've just been saving up with the day-to-day fights, which is nice. But yeah, I'm going to have my buddy Reaper hop on here and have him just kind of cruise through the, well, I guess we call it the left side, the far side of the map. So we'll have him do that. We'll have him do that. And there we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, they've got a bunch of portals. So they could definitely do this one. No problem. There we go. They joined us. Very nice. And let's see. Oh, had something in my eye. Okay, so they're cruising along, which will be nice. And hopefully that'll mean we'll be able to finish off what we need to do. Crazy. Good luck sometimes, right? On live stream. So there we go. Cruising along. And I think this will mean I'll be able to raid, which will be nice because then I can just get the rest of the action points from that particular tab, which I think will be enough to get me to where I need to go when it comes to getting those action points. So Reaper just cruising along here. CNC is also doing well. You kill the boss using Albus. Okay, I might consider switching it up. We'll see. I definitely think that makes sense because Albus can deal mad damage really quickly. So I can see that. Definitely because also Albus charges up, and if you're hitting more targets, it just seems to make sense that you would be able to do that. Hopefully CNC didn't stop right there. CNC? Okay, good. I was like, oh no, did they just decide that they had to go do something? That'd be unfortunate. Reaper's cruising. Love to see it. CNC's fighting hard as well. Let's see, what team does CNC have? CNC has a combination squad with Astaroth, Envari, Kira, Celeste, and Orion. Interesting combo. And Reaper has a very lethal combination of Aurora, Ishmael, Yasmin, Celeste, and Sebastian. Very offensive, but very effective. I've seen it do very, very well. That's tough. Yasmin's a huge threat. I'm always impressed by Yasmin's survivability and just durability. Ishmael has also been very good. I'm impressed with Ishmael. I like his rework. I know some people are not a fan, but I don't know. I think he's underrated. Aurora, obviously one of the best. I think currently still the best tank in the game. Don't think anyone can really argue that. But yeah. Then you have Sebastian, best overall nullifier of attacks, and then Axel's a very good pet. Love Axel. So yeah, we're just waiting here a little bit longer, but we can open another chest, which is nice, and we will. So there's that. We're waiting here a little bit longer. And let's see, while we're waiting, we can also take a look here. So we got 1 action point for sure, and there are 2 more. I think that'll be enough. And if not, I can spend some more energy to ensure that I can get it done. I think I also didn't even claim the gold or the energy from the actual, what do you call it? The Facebook page. So we better look real quick at the Hero Wars Facebook page and get that energy since I need that real quick. Hey, Safe, did you have a particular question or anything like that? Ryan is good for the boss. Definitely. Mr. Big says, hello. Nice to have you here, Mr. Big. Thank you for joining the live stream. Trying to finish off the entirety of this particular event. And I want to do it on live stream, so I'm definitely trying to do that. We want this energy here. We're going to take a look at that. So hopefully that opened a new tab there, and hopefully we'll get some energy. Not really too concerned about the other things currently. And hopefully we'll get the energy. Hopefully. Did we get it? We got it. Okay, good. We got the energy. We'll just claim that right now, and we'll use it. Oh. Okay, so we're working on Aurora currently in terms of items. And he just told me that they beat the boss. Awesome. I'll take a look in a second here. Cool, so we use the energy. And I don't like that sound. Daily quest, we got some more energy. Nothing wrong with that. Again, going back to Aurora. And let's go ahead and take a look at the adventure. Oh, almost there. One more to be beaten. And then we can auto do the 4 chests. He's got 3 hits. I think we should be good. So we got the 3 chests. We got 25 chaos particles. We've got the outland. I need to claim these. Never want to leave those outland coins hanging if you can avoid it. And it looks like I have enough intelligence skin stones to kind of do some improvements on some of my heroes that use those, which I think are mainly the twins. If I'm being honest, I really want to focus on them. So let's see. Helios is also, though, one of those heroes that uses them. But let's take a look. Lars. Okay, so Lars has 1 skin absolute, and Krista has 1 maxed out as well. We'll go with Lars, and we'll get this 2nd skin a little bit stronger. Same for Krista, up to level 40. We'll stop there for now. But that definitely should help them when I use them in the future. And let's see. Oh, there we go. They finished it. And I think with this, I can just raid 2 more times, and that'll help me. I think that'll actually help me complete the entirety of that tab. So let's go and check that out. Raid 2 times. Bro, can you fight in arena? We need to watch more fights for past this stream. Yeah, okay, absolutely. We can definitely try to do some arena fights for sure. Your enemy is Joseph. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Might have to check it out. All right, so there we go. We completed that. Got some special events tab. We got some rewards. We got 2 more AP, also known as action points. Let's go for it. Let's try to take out the boss. We'll put in Albus since that was suggested, and someone else used that. We'll go for it. Photo of Naruto. I'm glad I already have adventure buddies. Absolutely, adventure buddies are very, very big. Hey, Mr. Pokafan, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. We're going for the boss. We're going to see if we can take him out in a couple of hits, hopefully. But we're going to go for it. So we got this guy right here on the right side, dodging some of our hits. That's okay. We're redirecting. We're taking down some of these guys here, and we're able to do so. Now we got enemies on the other side. And I do like the fact that Albus charges up and Kark does mad damage. So now we got more enemies on the right side. Back and forth we go. Albus just took out an entire eye. Got some more tentacles on the left-hand side and more eyes, understandably. And we're going to run out of time for sure. But we've done almost half damage, which is nice. So it looks like it will definitely take us at least two attempts, maybe three. But I hope we can beat him in at least three. That would be nice. And I think we'll be able to get there. Auto and speed up, I don't necessarily think that it makes a huge difference for me at this point with the heroes that I'm using in terms of saving up hits. But there we go. We're making some good progress here. Although it's going to be close because there's a minute left and we're not necessarily at a quarter of health left. So we'll see how it goes. But we're really trying to make our way there. Got about a quarter left now, and there's 30 seconds left. So hopefully we can maintain this increasing damage pace. It's going to be a really tight one. 5 seconds. Oh, we ran out of time. Okay, that's okay. We'll get it this time. One more time. Hopefully we'll get it this time. Yes, thank you guys for hitting that like button. I do appreciate it. We should be able to take down the boss now that we only have a little bit of health left and a bunch of time. So we should be good. We're getting super close. There we go. We've got it. We won. We beat the boss. Location secured. And we've gotten that final chest. Phenomenal. So we're going to go ahead and I think actually I will just personally get the pet soulstone chest. We'll get 84 of them. I really like these, and I think that for me, they make the most sense. I'm going to go for making my Oliver. I think absolute would be nice, but we'll see. Maybe it's better off that I do something else with them. Let's see. So we have our pet soul chests, and we can use them on King Biscuit. So 85 or 84 times 5, because that's how many soul stones. So 420 soul stones is what I have to work with. Let me take a look at my pets real quick, my inventory. So 420 definitely will complete Oliver. Like, that's no problem. 40 will suffice. I might even only do 30, but I don't even know if it's worth doing that because I think I can get Oliver from eggs. Let's see. Mara, Kane. We got one Oliver Soulstone. Merlin, Biscuit. Got 5 more Oliver. So he needs 32 Soulstones. Wow, we're getting some Biscuit, which is nice. Okay, so we got some Biscuit. Not complaining. How far is Merlin, though? Merlin's pretty far off. So Merlin would not be absolute if I were to keep up this. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Let's see. I did get some extra coins towards the end there. So I'm going to go ahead and trade these in again for Pet Soul Chests. Actually, we'll do Storm Legacy. We'll do 3 Storm Legacy, and then I'll open more Storm Legacy because I do have, I think, 2 also waiting. So I have 11. We'll just open them, see if we get some eggs, and open those eggs. And see if we can get closer in terms of Oliver. I may not use my pet soulstones on Oliver because I think I can actually get to Oliver to absolute without really having to do too much. But Biscuit is far behind in terms of getting to 5-star, very far away. Might consider it because it'll get Biscuit a lot closer, but I'm not sure yet. So we got that. We're gonna trade these into the merchant. We got 9. Okay. I might just hold off. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to do it, kind of don't. We'll do 10 Soulstones of Oliver. But then I'm thinking that I'm going to do the rest to Biscuit because I think Biscuit is so far away. No, I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to do half for Merlin. Yeah, 40 is good. So we're giving some Soulstones to Merlin, and then we're going to give the rest to Biscuit. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But that's awesome. I'm actually pretty happy with the way that turned out. So Merlin is a lot closer, and Oliver is super close. I almost want to just spend emeralds on it, but I'm not going to do that. That would be a reckless use of emeralds. No need when we're that close. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just do it. We'll do 10 more soul stones. How far am I from Oliver? Let's see. Oof, okay, so we are literally like 12 soulstones away. Let's see. Can we get an Oliver pull? Nope. 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 Oh, come on. Bad RNG. Come on, now we need some Oliver. I'm hoping I can say it enough that it'll pop up in one of these. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. All right, we're going to stop there. I'm just going to go ahead and just do it. It's going to bug me otherwise, so we're just going to go ahead and do it. So we need 15 soulstones. Okay, so 3 chests opening for Oliver. The rest will be for Biscuit. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we'll evolve Oliver, and we'll give the rest to Biscuit. Oh, not just 3. We want the rest. 34 to Biscuit. All right. So that's kind of how things shook out. So now we will have an absolute Oliver. And Oliver is patroned to my Martha. So that'll just help me improve that. And we got a lot more skill power, a lot more power. Just, I think, good overall stuff there. And now that everyone is purple, I think I can go back to focusing on Albus and leveling up these items a bit. So we will. There we go. And then I now just have to worry about Merlin and Biscuit. But we're well on our way. And if I get any more soulstones, I will probably be leaning towards trying to get either Merlin to absolute or Biscuit to 5-star. I mean, both of them are going to be effective for me, so it's definitely going to be a good thing. Let's go ahead and check real quick. Eternal Summer Season, what quests I need to do. Open chest and tower, defeat 40 monsters in Chapter 8. Okay. 2 times in campaign mode. All doable stuff. We'll do the tower one, and then I will go over to web. And then after that, I will probably just try to level up 1 time, hopefully. Then we'll call it a stream. I got 100 soul pull out of an egg. I was so surprised. Congrats. Which pet was it? That's awesome. I'm very envious. That is a very good pull. 100 soul stones from a single egg pull. Love those ones. They are miraculous? No. They're miracle workers in terms of saving you pulls. That's basically 100 single egg pulls. Definitely very, very lucky, but a very good one. And I'm glad it happened to you, Asani. Also a reminder, I will be making videos for, what do you call it? I probably won't make a video on the actual pet map adventure because I think I already talked about it and a lot of people are already doing very well on it. But I will work on making a YouTube and Facebook, a Facebook and web giveaway videos for early next week. And I'll be posting them, and then I will let everyone know publicly in the Discord as well, and then I'll open up the Discord entries for Sundays. I'll try to make it very clear to everyone on the YouTube videos for the differentiation between Saturday and Sundays. You do want to put your info on both of them, and it'll be completely fine. So there we go, opening chests, making some progress here. Let's see, how far are we from, so Cleaver is all the way down here at 70. We're at 61. So I'll have to do some of that. We might as well need to fight an arena a little bit, so we might as well do it. I know someone asked about this before. So I think what I'll do is I will go for it. We're going to take out Faceless and Martha for a second. We're going to put in, we're going to put in Seb. We have Seb in. We're going to put in an Ivari. And we're going to put in Jorgen. We're going to be a very unique team, but I think it might do well. All right, Johnny, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. I'm at 68 in that event. It was Fenris. Fenris is a great pull. Great pull indeed. Ooh, a little unlucky on that one, but that's okay. I do think we can still beat this team for sure. It's all right, though. We'll come back. All right, let's see. Daily quests. We're going to go for that. Expeditions. We got to do our expeditions. And after this, I'm going to just go ahead and go over to web because I do want to do 1 level, but I also would like to wrap up the stream so everyone can also have a great rest of their Sunday. But let's go ahead and I'll start warming it up. So Hero Wars, and we'll have that going while we're just kind of starting to activate these airship runs. Boom, 2 hours for this one, 3 hours for this one. Then we have a 6-hour one here, and we're set and looking good to go. All right, so we're done with that, and now we are on this one right here, and we are just trying to level up one time. Ooh, but that is going to be a tall task given the amount of energy or EXP that we need. So we're going to try to get some Aurora Soul Stones, of course. And Fenris is a very good hero. I like Fenris a lot. Fenris can blind enemies, can be very annoying for Kark users. Just throwing that out there. All right, so we got Heidi. We're going to go for Heidi as well. We're going to raid 2 Soul Stones for Heidi. And 1 more, okay. So some progress there. We're going to level up the damage that Heidi can put out. We will try to acquire some parts of this. We will. Let's see, what else can we do for some easy EXP? I feel like we can level up our heroes as well. That's an EXP gainer. And then you have the opening of the chest, which gives you EXP as well. Yes, absolutely. I definitely think that you're right on that, Melissa. We can definitely beat that team. On the Titan, I got big blue balls. I got a 250 Hyperion. That's awesome. I love those pulls, especially when you're still going for those Super Titans. Definitely a cool thing. I mean, I'm still pulling. I'm trying to pull Super Titans here on this account. You can see exactly where I'm at. Right. I still actually don't even have Vulcan or Mary, so we're still we're getting there, I guess. We do not have Mary and we do not have Vulcan, but everyone else keeps coming to us. So well, it is what it is, right? But yeah, we do have some Miraji, we have some Hyperion, we have Eden, but no Mary and no Vulcan. But yes, congratulations. That is a good pull with Hyperion. Love to see that. We got some spheres here on this account. Great storm event. Just chilling here. Emerald waterfalls. Okay, let's see. What else can I do to get some more EXP? We need 600 more. Well, we also got to do our enchanted glyph. Got to do that. Agility for Dante. There we go. And then EXP. Outland chest. Yes, we want to do that. That'll give us 50 more EXP. And currently I'm saving my bottled energy for a later event. I'm not sure if I want to save it all the way to Winterfest. Kind of seems like a long ways away. But I'm also thinking even maybe the Halloween event might be a good time to use some energy. So we'll see. Definitely holding on to those for now. But let's see. Where are we at now with the energy usage? We are about 500 away. And I don't know if I have that in a group gift, potentially. 200, we'll claim that. That's good. We'll use that, and then we will spend a couple of emeralds for some energy, and that's okay. Aurora, we're working on Shrine here. We'll take some of these. Not as many as we would like to pull, but we are trying to get to level 74. So we're just going to go ahead and use 2 of these bottled energies. Going to save the rest for a later time, and we're going to actually try to get some Astaroth Soul Stones. Never hurts. Astaroth is very helpful. And I could definitely use that team that you're saying, Melissa. Astaroth, Kark, Jorgen, Seb, and Faceless. Definitely, I think, would pull out the win. We'll have to do that next time, though. But I do agree. I do agree. So there we go. We got this going. I would like to... We have Krista as well. We'll upgrade her a little bit. And equip... And we might as well grab this lantern for her. Hopefully. Cool. Promote Krista 1 time. That's 10 emeralds. And we'll get a couple more. So there's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and just go back to my main squad. Dante. Grand Arena Shop. That's a lot for the governor.
We'll just rate a little bit. But yeah, essentially we'll get to level 74, which is awesome. And we'll go again for this item here, the advisor. But that's cool. So we made some progress. We leveled up here real quick. We got Oliver to absolute. We finished the entire event. Last 2 days have been extremely impressive in the game on my pull. Congratulations, Tanya's been having some great pulls. She got that Hyperion, 250 Soul Stones. That's awesome. We also had Asani pull 100 Soul Stones of Fenris, which is awesome. That's a great pull. And it seems like a bunch of other players are also progressing very, very nicely through the Great Storm event. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this live stream. Really enjoyed hanging out with you. And I will be seeing you guys next week. Also, be on the lookout for the Facebook and web videos. They'll be separate and they will be coming out early next week. We'll have 2 winners next week and 1 winner every following week. So thank you guys again. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in Dominion. Have a great day, everyone.